Good day, Fed Phoenix fan. So, my probation officer and I get along really well because I don't give her no crap. I do everything she asks me to do, and I'm just an easy person to deal with. In general, because I don't like to complicate things with unnecessary drama. So, having said that, my PO knows that I have been anxiously waiting for my designation letter. And after the marshals are informed of your designation, they inform your probation officer, whose job is then to inform you via mail of your designation. But my PO actually got a hold of me yesterday. She texted me and sent me a photo of my designation letter, and she said, the paper copy will come in the mail sometime next week. But I just wanted to, before the weekend, to let you know that you've been designated. And I was designated to Alderson Federal Prison Camp, which is cool because that's where I was hoping to get designated, because that's the nearest camp to my house. And I mean, prison is prison. It's not fun. But, if you got to go to prison, obviously a federal prison, obviously a camp is better than a higher security level for most people. Some people actually prefer low to a camp. Because in a camp you have to have a work assignment, and a low you don't. Lows tend to have more activities to pass the time. You just have less general freedom, because in a low you're going to have walls and barbed wire and all that kind of stuff. And, a lot more checks and balances security-wise than you would in a camp. In a camp you don't have fences, you don't have any of that stuff. It basically is like a lot of people compare them to like college campuses that just happens to lock down at like 8 o'clock at night or whatever, and then becomes unlocked early in the morning, like 6 a.m. But anywho, so I've been designated to Alderson Federal Prison Camp here in Alderson, West Virginia, which is a few hours from my home. I'm in a Facebook group for friends and family of Alderson, I think is what it's called. Anyway, it's a former inmate, some inmate advocacy people, some prison consultants, as well as the friends and family of current inmates. So there's a lot of up-to-date information posted in this group. And some of the more recent stuff is kind of unnerving. For example, what a lot of people don't realize is there's been some major budget cuts from the feds down to the BOP. And I don't know if it's pertaining to the budget cuts or not, but for a while now, like in some places it's just now starting, some places it's been going on for a couple months, federal inmates are not getting paid for the work that they normally would get paid for, which granted is change an hour. You know what I mean? We're talking $5, $15, $25 a month more often than not. Most, less than $10 a month. But if you have no other income source, that $10 a month is super significant. But so the inmates are not getting paid for work, and this extends to Alderson. And then at Alderson, allegedly at Alderson, and also at the Bryan Federal Prison Camp in Texas, new people are no longer being given underwear and bras. So you got your scratchy jumpsuit, or a couple of those, whatever, your uniform, and no bra and panties. And they've limited commissary spending due to a lockdown to $25 a week. So, and that has to be hygiene and food and obviously clothing, which, things are so grossly overpriced on commissary, and you're just getting there. So, now to have to add bras and panties to things that you immediately need to buy as quickly as possible, to your toothbrush, your deodorant, your toothpaste, your shampoo, a little bit of food, because apparently the food portions have gotten smaller and less edible lately at this federal prison camp. Not that was ever, a 5-star restaurant, not that it necessarily should be, but things have gotten below the normal, not for human consumption level, and the portions have gotten significantly smaller. Now, this is significant to me primarily because I have low blood sugar. So I have to be able to buy snacks off commissary to not have a seizure and potentially die. So it's kind of a big deal. You know what I mean? Dying is not really, and seizing out are not really on the list of things I wanted to accomplish while being incarcerated. But as a new person coming in, with a medical issue like that, and then knowing you also have to buy bras and underwears on top of just normal clothing, a lot of which with that $25 a week budget, you're not going to be able to get. You're not going to be able to get, they require you to wear work boots throughout the day at different points. You're not going to be able to get those off commissary. You'll just have the standard issue ones that give everyone blisters and tear their feet up. Because that's over $25. You're not really going to be able to get your grays, your sweats. I think t-shirts are like $12 a t-shirt, something like that. So maybe one week you can get a t-shirt and a pair of panties and a bra and a couple of honey buns, and that's what you got to help you get through the week. You can't get your prison radio, and those of you who know about prison know that's a big, big, big deal, which comes in two variations. The smaller radio is like $50. In the free world, this would be like a $5 piece of crap. It's just an AM FM, but you need it sometimes to hear the TV in the TV room. There's a special channel you turn to. So to be able to watch TV, you need to be able to get this radio that you cannot get off commissary right now. Heck, the headphones, the earbuds, the ones you get from the Dollar Tree for $1, or at Walmart for $5, which really the $5 Walmart ones are probably a little fancier. So really we're talking Dollar Tree dollar ones, are like $12, $13. So that would be half of your week's spending just to get the earbuds, and you still ain't got the radio. Now, some people, in much higher economic brackets, get the fancy radio, the MP3 player that has FM radio. You can use it to hear the TV, and you can download music onto it. But in case you weren't aware, the music downloads cost $2 a download, $2 per song. And then it only stays on your MP3 player for 12 months, and then you got to repurchase it if you want to keep listening to it. And the MP3 FM radio thingy is like $70. So it's kind of a money trap. I mean, if you're a person who's really financially comfortable, obviously that's probably your better option. But for most people, I think just the regular AM FM is kind of the way to go. But, so I say all that to say, clearly conditions at Alderson are not ideal. I don't think there will ever be a prison in America where conditions are ever ideal or even relatively comfortable. And that's just part of what is to be expected with going to prison. Not to say that a lack of basic human rights and necessities being maintained is okay, because it's not. But even though it's not okay, it is the reality of things. So, I just wanted to make this video real fast and update y'all and I think I have like 27 more days till I go to prison. But, I have got my designation letter via text message through my PO. I'll get the physical, one next week. But I have been designated to Alderson Federal Prison Camp. And all things considered, that's good news. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, since I now know. And, if you're a person who's not, really cordial with your PO, you would just get yours typically in the mail when that copy comes from the PO. And if I was one of those people, I would not have this information until sometime next week, probably. So I'm really excited to know that there is absolute certainty now about where I'm going. And, it's probably the best of several bad options. So fly high, my phoenixes. And remember, whatever you are going through, whatever it is just a slice of your life, and you will get through it because you have to. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe, hit notifications if you want to see new content as it drops. As you all know, I will be documenting my prison experience on my federal prison journey up until I self-surrender. And then if I decide to go to the halfway house, I'll pick up documenting once I get there. If not, or whether I do or not, when I get home, I'll tell y'all, I'll start, making these videos again and telling y'all about my prison experience, my reentry experience, hurdles that were foreseen and how I overcame them, unforeseen hurdles and how I overcame them. So if you would like to stay informed on this journey, then you would need to hit notifications, select all not personalized. And by the way, we're up to like 45 subscribers, which I know is laughable compared to a lot of channels, but I'm super stoked about that. I think it's really cool. And, whatever people are gaining from watching my videos, whether it be a sense of peace, whether it be informative, whether it be people that have been through this, whether it be people that are going through it right with me, or people that are, at an earlier phase in this process, or whether you're just watching these videos for entertainment or educational purposes, I'm just really happy to know that there are 45 people on the planet, at least, that have some level of interest in this journey with me. And, it definitely, there are a lot of times where things are very lonely and a little overwhelming. And it definitely is a reassuring thing to know that I'm not in this alone and that you guys are going down this path with me. So, and if you want to write me at Alderson, you can find the address to write inmates online, but please do not send mail until December 3rd. This is the year 2021, in case someone sees us a few years from now in July. That way the mail does not get there before I do, but I really hope to receive some correspondence from some of y'all and keep in contact. So, good day, God bless, and I hope this is well received. I don't know why I said that.